the Benetton. Michael Schumacher certainly got further in Italy than he got in Belgium.
But we have, a bit of curve hopping by Jean Lazy.
But in 6th position, Michael Schumacher driving for Benetton for the first time. He's not only completed the first lap, but he's completed the 3rd lap as well, and he is in the points.
Main excitement this weekend, of course, has taken place off the track, and that involves wrangling over Michael Schumacher. A situation I find quite deplorable has much more to do with big business, vested interests, and pure greed than motor racing. Sadly, Schumacher himself seems to be more of a passenger in his fate being decided than a participant. And as a Jordan off into the sand trap, and it looked like Moreno's flashy yellow helmet. Yes, that is Roberto Moreno. And what a disappointing finish to a terrible weekend for Roberto Moreno. Summarily sacked from the Benetton team for no good reason, when he had a valid contract with them, and then this.
Mansell could get past Patrese on orders or on merit, and that would mean that the gap... Oh, and that's Patrese spinning! But Patrese has spun out down to 3rd position. That's Patrese going out of the race. Riccardo Patrese retires from the Italian Grand Prix. And you're looking at Michael Schumacher in 4th place, and Ayrton Senna taking it from the 22-year-old German, who is driving an absolutely magnificent race. Hats off to him. Now that is Nelson Piquet going off, and Piquet was in 7th position. We're with Piquet now, and that is Andre de Cesaris in the Jordan Ford in 6th place, ahead of the Brazilian, who is fighting for a World Championship point and looking as though he's going to get it. Now this is Nelson Piquet's 200th Grand Prix. His place in the Benetton team is at risk because Tom Walkinshaw's team have signed Michael Schumacher, and there are strong rumours, which everybody denies, that Walkinshaw has also signed Martin Brundle, in which case Nelson Piquet, wiping his windscreen at about 180 miles an hour, is not only fighting for a World Championship point, but to retain his place in the team.
Yes, there were rumours here that his place in the team was under threat this very weekend. To make way for Michael Schumacher if Roberto Moreno couldn't have been manoeuvred out of his car as Piquet gets into the tow, gets right up behind De Cesaris, but De Cesaris is making himself wide, defending his position, and still maintains his place in front of Nelson Piquet. But the significant factor of the race, apart from this tightening of the World Championship battle, has been the performance of Michael Schumacher, who in the Benetton is currently at this moment running some 7.5 seconds behind Gerhard Berger and some 15 seconds in front of his own teammate for this race, Nelson Piquet. However, it doesn't forgive its tremendous performance and the tremendous news of Benetton. It does not forgive the difficulties that have gone on, the contractual arguments, the moving around in the season, and the extraordinary business of Mercedes putting their driver into a Ford-sponsored car. As we look at Nigel Mansell on his last lap, Mika Hakkinen in front of him, going into the 2 Lesmos, and tremendous performance for Michael Schumacher, but I wonder just where he would have been, in front of Berger had he been in the Jordan, which on the evidence here was the better car of the two.
And I'm going to say that Nigel Mansell has won the Italian Grand Prix. He thinks so. He's waving his hand. He has. Mansell wins and takes the 10 points that goes with it. Mansell wins. Senna 2nd, Prost 3rd, Berger home in 4th place. Michael Schumacher finishes the first Grand Prix that he's got the first full distance in, and only his 2nd race in a superb point-scoring 5th position. And both the Benettons are in the top excellent start by Patrese. Mansell in third position ahead of Senna, but Senna's got the inside line and he takes it as they go into turn one. Let's have a look and see what's happening. Michael Schumacher into the pits in the Benetton for another set of Pirelli cars from 11th position.
No hurry for the Williams team, just essential to have no errors, nothing stuck on, and just get in turn round. 10 seconds would do nicely. There is not a hurry on this one. And that's absolutely fine.
And as Mansell stopped, Nigel Mansell stopped in the pit lane. I don't know what's happened, I've got the faintest idea. All I can tell you is he's stationary, and that means that Patrese's back in the lead.
Oh, and he's off the wheel. Apparently Mansell, so they didn't. And that, I did say 10 seconds would do. Do not make any mistakes, and it sounds like that is terribly bad luck for Nigel Mansell, but it's a mistake by the Williams team.
Yes, that was Gerhard Berger's second tyre stop, and he now retires. And Prost is out of the race from third position to join all the other retirements.
The Cesaris in the pit, and that looks to me as if Nigel Mansell moves up into the points, so that should move Mansell into 6th place. And maybe we've got a black flag here. Now, here is a black flag. What we need to see is the number of the car, number 5, and that is Mansell being black flagged.
Nigel Mansell retires from the Portuguese Grand Prix on lap 52.
Yeah, further down the field, an interesting situation developing between the two Benetton drivers. We had one of the Benettons in the background there, in that Michael Schumacher, who's made 2 tyre stops, I think, so Nelson Piquet's 1. Nelson Piquet, I understand, I'm correct, his has also made 2, and Schumacher is now attacking his illustrious and highly experienced triple world champion teammate Nelson Piquet. And this, of course, he's won 3 world championships, and Michael Schumacher is competing in his 3rd Grand Prix.
Yes, and as a tribute to Schumacher, after the Italian Grand Prix, when Piquet drove against him as a teammate, and Schumacher, of course, beat him 5th position in Italy to Piquet's 6th position, Nelson Piquet said, "This young man drives like Gilles Villeneuve," and I can think of no higher tribute to pay the 22-year-old German than that.
And Schumacher still chasing his teammate Nelson Piquet. Still a gap of some 7 seconds, but he is closing it slowly, gently, and it'll be interesting to see that if he can get onto Piquet's tail, how much respect he's going to show for his team leader. I'm sure there won't be any orders from the Benetton team to respect Nelson Piquet's record, because Schumacher is their man of the future, and it seems that Nelson Piquet, his services are not being required again next year by the Benetton team, and I have to say that feeling, I believe, is neutral.
Here's a piece of useless information for you. The oldest and the youngest drivers in the Portuguese Grand Prix are Nelson Piquet, who is 6th, and and he's 38 years old, and Michael Schumacher, who is 22 years old and is in 7th place. And incidentally, Piquet's had a birthday, he's 39 now, so 17 years between them.
So he's overtaken Mansell, because he used to be younger than Mansell.
Yes, you have me there, James. But we'll check on that. But Piquet crosses the line in 6th position. Now, here he is. Nelson Piquet, what a fantastic career this man has had. He's driven for a lot of Grand Prix teams. He started his Grand Prix career with Mo Nunn's Ensign team. Then he had a race in a McLaren. 7 years with Brabham, with Gordon Murray. That wonderful partnership between driver and designer. Before, Nelson had a couple of years with the Williams team, world champion in 1987. 2 years with Lotus, now into his 2nd year with the Benetton team. Oh, hello, there's a flash of flame there from the Leighton house. That looked like Capelli in trouble.
Yes, that was most extraordinary because it appears to come to the front of the car. I think something's collapsed on the suspension at the front, as opposed, yes, front suspension, the tongue is rubbing on the ground. I think, is it not? Or was that a blow-up? Difficult. Yes, and the nose is off the car, so the nose has become detached from its mounting. That is running on the ground. He may well be able to get it round to the garage and change the nose, but of course Capelli will be out of the points as a result of having to do a very slow lap. Yes, the nose, oh, there it goes, bye-bye. Can he get it back? And if he can't get out of that gravel pit, well, he can still finish the race.
But a tribute now to Michael Schumacher in the points. It's his third Grand Prix. You will remember that in Belgium he started 7th on the grid in the Jordan and was up to 5th at the first corner before his clutch burnt out as a result of an over-enthusiastic start. Then the last Grand Prix 2 weeks ago in Italy, in only his second race he finishes in 5th position. Here today in Portugal, in only his third Grand Prix in 2 makes of car, he is in 6th place. I don't know how that works out in motor racing records, but there are very few drivers who will have finished in the World Championship points in the second and third of their first 3 races, never mind in 2 separate cars. And Riccardo Patrese enters the start and finish straight and crosses the line to win the Portuguese Grand Prix to the exaltation of the Williams team and his own sheer delight. He's going past the grandstand now. I can see him waving his hand in acclamation out of the cockpit, having won in Portugal from Ayrton Senna.